Hi everyone, my name is Jenny Kilpula. I'm the Communications Coordinator at the Peter White Public Library, and today in today's community conversation, we're joined by Youth Services Librarian Sarah Rayborg. Hi Sarah.
Hi Jenny.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And in today's conversation, we're going to talk about how the Youth Services Department at the Peter White Public Library has been serving families during the COVID-19 pandemic. So let's get started with how COVID-19 changed how you offered programs to the public for kids and families.
So we kind of had to change overnight on the run. It was a little intense, but what we wound up doing is we took all of our in-person programming. We had, we used to have story times and after-school programs, and when the library shut down, obviously we couldn't continue to do that in person. So we switched to a Facebook Live format for story times. We also were doing a lot of chapter book read-alouds. We did some Zoom meetings with our Harry Potter groups and our teens. So some of that was done from our homes as well, because the library actually closed for a couple of months. And so I know I did a good deal of story time sitting on the floor in my spare bedroom and just interacting with our families through Facebook and through Zoom.
And you also offered some like drive-through kits that would have been part of your programming, right?
Right. So that didn't start until a little bit later after staff was allowed back into the library. But moving into summer reading, we had a whole plan for summer reading, and that whole plan pretty much had to get scrapped and revamped to assume that we weren't going to be able to see any kids in person. So the programs we had been planning on doing were all canceled and were changed to be make and take kits. And during the summer, we did magical creatures. So much fun. So many of them were requested and went out. And it turned out to be a really good format to allow us to be able to get materials into kids' hands. It's already all set to go. All the messy stuff has been put in little jars for the parents, and they can just have fun.
So what are you able to do now that you weren't when the library was closed? So that time where no staff was allowed in the building.
Right. So now we are able to do a lot more. The take and make things, we couldn't do it until the library opened. Even just access to the collection for story times to get books. There's more than just me doing it now. We have a fantastic team that works in youth services, and there is no way that we could have done even half the amount of take and make kits that we are doing now without everybody contributing and working on it. The other thing we've been able to do is start getting materials back into kids' hands, and we started doing family packs almost as soon as we started curbside services at the library. And the family pack is really just a way to compensate for the fact that you can't come in and look at the shelves yourself anymore. And so what you do is you just put in a family pack request through our website. Youth services staff fill that family pack request and let you know when it's ready, and you pick it up through curbside, and right there is 20 books for your family.
Do you have any idea how many you fill in a day or a week?
So we do anywhere from 2 to 8 in a day, and my last count had us at over 280 since we started doing this. So I have the official number somewhere.
Which was just in June. Yeah, okay.
Well, June, so we started June and July. So June, July, and August, we did over 280. We might have cracked 300 since then. So,
wow. Have you heard from the families? What are you hearing from them about the services you've been offering, the virtual programs?
Mm-hmm. It's been a lot of fun because I get to interact with families on Facebook Messenger. They call us. We did get to see the kids at the book fair that we had just recently, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. People are thrilled at the things that we are doing. They are being very understanding of the fact that we can't do things as we used to. And they just really appreciate, and they have told us how much they appreciate us being there for them, being there for their kids. So it's been really great.
You've had a lot of pictures sent in too, right? Of
yes,
all the things they're doing at home.
Yeah, that's been so much fun for us to see the kids actually completing their projects. The take and make that went home last month was family game night, and we had one family send us the pictures, and it was the whole family doing it with like cotton balls and videos of racing things on the table. It was so cool.
So as we shift to the fall, what are your plans for programs at the library?
So fall programming actually starts with the beginning of school, so next week or this week, I guess, and um, we are going to be staying virtual and make and take or take and make. So we will have story time Tuesday through Friday in the morning on Facebook Live. Tuesday and Wednesdays is toddlers. And then Thursday and Friday is more of our preschool age group. We will have some take and make stuff associated with those story times. And then every month we will have take and make activities for school age kids to pick up and take home. And in fact, we've already done one pickup for this month for September, and almost all of them went already. So we might need to make a few more. So we're doing that. A few groups will meet via Zoom. So Harry Potter groups are going to meet via Zoom, and our Tab, and Outward groups for the teens are going to be meeting monthly via Zoom.
So how can families who haven't been using it or have been maybe just using some of it use the library either through curbside pickup or from home?
So definitely utilize curbside pickup, do those family packs. If you have small children with picture books, nobody wants to go place a bunch of picture books on hold in our system. So just have us do it. Have us grab your books for you. And older kids, we're more than happy to pull books for older kids as well into those family packs. And you're able to do that without even getting out of your car. Make use of our take and make kits. You know, we're doing those every single month. We have the Facebook story times. You can definitely access our ebook collection. There's a pretty good kids collection on Libby, and that's a really great resource for families to utilize. We also have a lot of school resources available to families through our website through MEL, which is Michigan eLibrary. And that's a new series I'm working on, a YouTube series called Did You Know, where I give just a very brief explanation of each of those digital online resources through MEL for those parents who are maybe new to homeschooling this year, or maybe their child is doing the hybrid program and they need to start doing some research. We can serve you, even if we can't let you in the building quite yet.
So how is your department, that kind of leads into my next question, maybe you've answered it already. How is youth services helping support virtual and in-person learning during this upcoming school year?
So we are working on a school resources page that will be on the website, and part of that will be just letting parents and educators know about the different resources available to them through MEL and ways to help their children search for primary resources and citations, things like that. We are also working on a school pack, so like our family pack, but this would be geared more towards homeschooling families where they're working on specific units and need specific materials of specific subjects pulled for school. So that would be a separate form that you can fill out and allow us to grab books for you, for your family, for your homeschooling purposes. We are always available via phone or chat or email if you have questions. We are happy to do things like scan a copy, a page out of a dictionary and email it to you, help you put books on hold, whatever you need to do. We're here to try to help as best we can.
And how can they get a hold of you if they have those questions?
So there is a contact youth services librarian form on our website, pwpl.info. Click on youth services. At the bottom of that page is an email form. It'll take you straight to my email. You can also call us. If you call the main library number, we are option 4, or you can use our direct phone number, which is 906-226-4323.
Now, this whole time that the library has been closed to the public, you've still been ordering new books because I've been seeing them come across. I've been pulling some for our own family. Tell us about some of the new books you're excited to read or for families to read.
So we've been getting a lot of new books coming in, and actually we're wrapping up our budget year. So I just put a huge book order in. So they should be coming in the next few weeks. So we'll have a lot of new books hitting the shelf, but there are some that I am excited about. for anybody who read Mr. Lemoncello's library, he is continuing, Chris Gravenstein is continuing to write more books about Mr. Lemoncello. This one is called Mr. Lemoncello's All-Star Breakout Game, which is number 4. And number 5, I'm pretty sure I just ordered, so that'll be coming soon. Unicorns have not gone anywhere in popularity. If you have not seen this series, it's called Phoebe and Her Unicorn. It's a graphic novel. It's a lot of fun. We're up to volume 11 or 12. Great for kids who are obsessed with unicorns. Kate Messner is one of my new favorite authors. This is a new book by her called Chirp. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I really want to. Kate Messner has written a lot, including the Ranger in Time series that I read earlier this spring when we were in shutdown, with the time traveling dog that saves kids in time. So this is a new book by her. Picture books are my favorite. I love picture books. I grabbed a couple of really cool ones. I love this one. It's called Finding Kindness. And if you can see on the cover.
Oh, I love Deborah Underwood. Yeah.
Deborah Underwood is an amazing author, and the cover alone can kind of tell you what this book is going to be about. It's about, sharing, being kind to each other, no matter what color your skin is or what color your hair is, what your mode of preferred transportation is. So I love this book. It's really, really great. And then this one was a really cute one that just came out. It's called Mama Baby.
Oh, cool.
It's by Chris Rashka, and he writes a lot of books. And it's just a very sweet, it's a very sweet book with very, very few words. The only thing that's a little weird is the format is like that. So
sure. I never know how to turn the page then on those books.
Yeah.
Which way to go.
Yeah. But it's the focus of the book is just mom and baby, and that's it the entire time. It's just mom and baby. So.
And if I recall, Chris won the Caldecott for either Daisy or Daisy Gets a Ball. So
yes,
a pretty good artist. Oh, thanks for sharing. I want to read some of those. So the last question we've been asking everyone in community conversations has been, how do you see the library helping the community heal after COVID-19 as we start to maybe get back towards how life looked before the pandemic? How do you see the library helping?
One of the key features of the library pre-COVID was that we were a community place. People came here to just be together. They came here if they needed computers or internet. They came to meet friends. They came to have a cup of coffee while they read the newspaper. And as soon as it's safe for the library to do that again, just being able to be that again will be, I think, a huge healing thing for the library, for the community and the library. I don't know how long it'll take before it's safe to do that. But when we're able to do that, to be that right there will be a really great healing part of the library. And as we get to that point, as we slowly start getting there, staff being kind to the patrons and doing our best to help everyone as best we can, and then ask for that coming back to us from our patrons and realizing that we are trying the best we can to do everything that we can for you. And we actually all feel terrible when we can't do everything that we would like to do to help you. That's really hard on library staff when we can't actually do what we want to do to help you. So continuing in that role of bringing people information, being a site of comfort for people.
Great. Well, thank you for helping us today, and we look forward to all the programs this coming school year.